This is a video showing my 1945 amphibious truck entering and swimming in the water. This vehicle was brought into Canada from the USA in the late 1970s. After modest restoration during the 1980s, it began swimming again and has been entertaining its troops ever since. The troops of which I speak are the hundreds of family, friends, and curious individuals that over the many years have enjoyed the opportunity to come for a ride and, more excitingly, go for a tour out on the water in this unique piece of history. This truck was manufactured for the Allies during World War II. The official GMC model name of this vehicle is DUKW 353. The military identification for it was truck, 2.5 ton, 6x6 amphibian. Some 22,000 of these swimming trucks were made for the war effort by the General Motors Corporation. These amphibious vehicles were created out of a need for a method of getting equipment and supplies from ships that were not able to dock at shore to offload their needed cargoes. A vehicle with these capabilities did not exist prior to the war. With the creation of these swimming trucks, the problem was greatly relieved. These floating trucks were able to load up their cargoes miles out at sea and ferry it to shore. These amphibians would readily negotiate obstacles in and out of the water at the beachhead. Without delay, these vehicles would drive off the beach and continue directly inland. Ducks, as these amphibious trucks were commonly called, operated in groups of 5 as a company. All would carry cargo. One truck would have a lifting boom which would be used to unload itself and the others in its group. This made each duck company self-sufficient to continue an uninterrupted cycle of being loaded shipside, then transporting and unloading and returning for more cargo. DUKWs were found to be invaluable wherever water obstacles needed to be traversed. These trucks were not armored and would have only modest protection of their own, as usually only one of the 5 trucks were equipped with a heavy machine gun. In spite of this, the amphibious trucks saw substantial frontline service. These trucks were powered by a 6-cylinder gasoline engine, a 5-speed standard shift transmission with a 2-speed transfer case for high and low range capability. All ducks were equipped with a PTO winch that allowed for winching the vehicle either forward or backwards as required. The winch was also an integral part of the hoisting system that could turn any duck into a boom truck for cargo unloading. The DUKW is capable of operating in open water in rough seas. All 6 wheels drive the vehicle while on land, and an independent propeller is the primary method of movement in the water. The vehicle has a top speed of approximately 6 miles per hour in the water and about 45 miles an hour on land. The swimming truck was designed to carry 2.5 tons of supplies or 25 laden troops to shore. Most DUKWs had onboard tire pressure adjustment systems. This would be used to alter the vehicle tire pressures for the changing terrain conditions while the truck was in motion, whether it was in or out of the water. Ducks also had 2 high-volume bilge pumps that were capable of keeping the vehicle operating even with a large hole below the waterline. Towards the end of this video, I have included numerous personal photos of our trips out into the water and stopping for a dip, as it would be referred to when passengers would jump off for a short swim in the clear waters of Georgian Bay. This duck was one of two that were invited to attend the Victory in Europe celebrations in Ottawa during the spring of 1995. It was a thrill to be one of the many military vehicles to parade up onto Ottawa's Parliament Hill and to transport veterans through the city, allowing them to be honored by thousands of onlookers that were lining the streets in support and recognition of the occasion. Over the years, this duck has had several chances to lend a helping hand out on the water, at times ferrying people or towing disabled craft to safety. Once everyone was safely on board, off we would go on a journey up or down the coast. Many times when we would perform a beach landing on an otherwise deserted-looking area, crowds of wide-eyed people would arrive, young and old alike, bursting with a myriad of questions and taking photos of the unusual vehicle, not unlike the paparazzi. Having an opportunity to drive the duck while out motoring in the water is a regularly offered part of the adventure, and often there's no shortage of young passengers wanting to get their turn in the driver's seat. After more than 75 years, this unusual vehicle continues to soldier on, offering visitors a glimpse into the past and a unique experience that will always be remembered. When these trucks are used in the water, they require more maintenance than a regular road vehicle. In addition to a more thorough mechanical review, after more than 25 years of enjoyment, this truck is due for a repainting to help it look new again. Thank you for watching. You may like to see one of my other videos, including a video on another World War II amphibian called a weasel.